Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since you have seen me, and I promise that I will touch on that, or film a video kind of why I was gone for a little bit and like explain to you guys why I was gone. But I'm back. I'm going to be trying to filming more and getting back into maybe a filming schedule. As for today's video, I'm doing something that I have wanted to do on my channel for a really long time but haven't had the confidence or the setup to be able to do. And that is a tutorial slash challenge. So I fell down the rabbit hole and I'm going to be doing the Dollar Tree makeup challenge. I went to the dollar store the other day and got as much as I could find from the selection that my dollar store had by me, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more challenges or tutorials or things like that, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's go and get started. So this is my bag of my Dollar Tree stuff, and I got as much as I could from what I could find. They didn't have a primer. I don't know if any dollar stores have primers, but mine didn't. So starting off, obviously we're going to start off with foundation, and I found this Sassy Plus Chic Moisturizing Foundation. This is what it looks like here, and mine is in the shade Light 1. Just show you that in the package. Focus. It does want to focus. Okay. So we're going to open this up. I don't even know if this is going to be my shade. They didn't really have the best shade range. So again, this is what it looks like outside of the packaging. I don't know if that's going to focus. Okay. So there's that. It says, I think it's funny on the back here, it says, to use, apply and blend with fingertips. We're definitely not going to be doing that, but we are going to try this out. And I'm going to be using my Real Techniques, the big jumbo sponge here. I've got my mirror right here. So let's get into it. Alright. Oh no, honey. Oh, ooh, that is like super thick. Can you guys see that? One, that is not my color. That is... But we're going to make it work. Okay, so I've got my mirror here. And I'm going to start, I'm going to put this so that I can still see, but you guys can also still see, right? Yeah. So I'm going to start by kind of just, oh, it's really cold, dabbing this on my face. I've got some spots right here. And I'm kind of just going to dab this in some motions. And then we will work on blending it out. So yeah, I kind of just dab it around at first and then we start to blend it. Okay, so I'm going to blend this. I'm definitely going to say that this is probably not a very full coverage foundation. Definitely not at all. It's more like, I don't know if you guys can see, it's more like a moisturizer wash. I mean, it is giving a little bit of coverage, so maybe it's a very light coverage. And I'm taking that down my neck a little bit. Oh honey. This just looks so greasy. Can you guys see that? Like, look at how greasy my face looks. I'm scared. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I am just using, like, pouncing motions and going all up everywhere. And I think, just gonna do one layer of this. I mean, I'm sure if you did more, you could build it up better. Because it definitely didn't cover everything, but it did kind of just even everything out and tone down the redness a little bit on my face, which is nice. Okay. So, yeah, I might actually pop a little bit more on a couple spots, just areas that I like to fix. Make sure we're still recording. My camera likes to like randomly stop recording at times. I'm still figuring it out. If any of you guys have the Canon Rebel T6 and you guys are really good with using it and like controlling the settings and stuff, could you if you guys have any tips or tricks to why my camera like randomly stops recording at times, if you could leave your tips or tricks or comments down below, that would be awesome. So I am dipping back in, and I'm just going to kind of try to build this coverage up a little bit more. Just in certain, we're still recording, yeah. Just in certain areas, like certain spots on my face, so I can still see some redness peeking through the eye a little bit. And around my nose, because my nose gets really bad red. So, hope that you guys can see everything good. I will say it's taking to my skin very well, and it actually is pretty good of a shade for me. So that's nice, I guess. Okay, I'm going to try to take this spot here a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to jump in and grab the concealer, and I got the LA Colors concealer. This is what it looks like here. And this is the lightest shade that I could find, and it's in the shade Nude. And it looks kind of dark, so not sure how well that's gonna go, but I guess we'll see in a minute. Okay, so yeah, this is what it looks like. See, that's another thing. If you guys have any, like, know how to get my camera to focus better, I cannot get it to focus on things. But that's what it looks like. It is still super dark. But we're gonna see. It's got a doe foot applicator, which is nice. Doesn't have like a funky smell or anything, so we're going to dip in, and I'm just going to take this everywhere I normally take my concealer. I do like, oh, that is dark. Can you guys see that? That is dark. Oh god. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit on my chin, just where I have some acne spots. Since this is darker, it'll definitely help cover it up. And I just do like some little dots like around my face normally. Just because I have some spots on my face that I normally like to like conceal and just give a little bit of extra help to. Same as on my forehead. I just do it in the dot motions instead of like the big streaks. And I'm going to take this a little bit on my under eye. Not too much because it is pretty dark, but I do still have some darkness under there that the foundation did not cover up. Oh my god, the neighbors are fighting again. So we're just going to kind of take that as well. Oh god, y'all help me. Y'all pray for me. Okay, and then I'm going to go right back in with my Real Techniques sponge again and just work on kind of blending this out and hoping that it doesn't ruin that foundation underneath. Kind of like just blends away. Either that or just blends in really well. Let's see. Nobody makes a cute face when they're doing makeup. I'm sorry, but nobody does. So I'm kind of just spreading that around. And it actually did help a bit of, I don't know if you guys seen before, but it actually did help kind of conceal and tone down the really dark purple parts on my under eye there. Alright. Have y'all watched this or got into it at all? I have seen a couple people do it. I know I've seen Laura Lee do it. Her video was it was nice. I liked it. I don't remember who else I've seen do it, but her video wasn't bad. It was funny. She's super funny. So that's kind of where we are just with our foundation and concealer. The face right now. Do I need to zoom you guys in a little bit more? I don't know if that'll help. Let's see. So yeah, we're looking super like greasy and wet right now. Next we're going to go into the powder that I found, and it's the Color Mates Compact Makeup. And this is in the shade Light as well. So this is what it looks like opened up here. And it's a cream to powder formula, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just take the little sponge that it comes with and use that to kind of set my face everywhere. Oh, that's making me nervous. Okay. And it is just powder, so we're just going to kind of gently like dab this all over our face and see if it helps tone things down a little bit. So I'm just gonna go over this a little bit. I will say I think it's definitely taking the shine down, which is nice. It is a cream to powder texture, so we're just gonna put that everywhere. My cheeks look shiny, y'all, like real bad. I don't know if, yeah, you can see. Like, look at how shiny that looks. Oh god, that's awful. Okay. That is not doing anything for my oily skin, I can tell you that right now. So I'm kind of just using like dabbing motions and kind of like pushing, like dabbing and pushing motions to get this all in and try to see if it helps with this at all. We're not looking super crazy, which is nice. We're looking pretty oily. But other than that, the face doesn't look too crazy, so we're just going to continue down. Alright. Alright, y'all, I think that's going to be the starter for our base. It doesn't look too bad. Not too bad, as you can see here. It's very, very oily. Like, my face just still looks very oily in some spots. But doesn't look too crazy. LA Colors Spice Blush here. And then I have the LA Colors bronzer in the shade Baked. Now, this was the only shade I could find, so I'm a little worried about the bronzer. feel like it's gonna be super dark, but we'll just have to see. So this is what the packaging looks like here, and it's a very, oh lord, it's a very dark bronzer, so I'm a little scared. Okay, so we're gonna take my brush, and I'm not exactly sure what brush this is. It's one of those like mermaidy type looking angled ones, and first I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay, we're going to dip into our bronzer, and I'm super scared. Okay, so I'm kind of just gonna like bronze and contour with this because there isn't any contour powders, obviously. Ooh, that is so not for my skin tone, y'all. Do you see that? Oh, dear Lord Jesus, take the wheel. I'm so scared. Oh no, honey. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this to the other cheek real fast, and then we'll blend it out. I know it looks crazy right now, y'all. Bear with me. Move my mirror so y'all can see. And I'm just going from like the point of my cheek about to like the end of my eye or so. So we're just kind of doing like that. Going down a bit, kind of trying to curve that cheekbone, if you will. And that's probably all I'm going to do. I might do a little bit around the face, but we're going to take this Artistic P12 brush. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Of course you can't see. But we're just going to use this. It's a big fluffy brush to kind of tone down that bronzer, because it is definitely not my shade. I will swatch it for you guys in a minute so that you can see. So yeah, I'm trying to super blend it out so that it just kind of creates a nice shadow for us. Okay, so that is what we're looking like there. And then we're going to do the other side. Ooh, shit. Alright. Trying to stay in focus for y'all. And this is kind of just what I do, kind of just like up and down motions just to blend everything and make sure everything gets blended nice, and it's just kind of like creates a nice shadow. Okay, so that's what we've got for bronzer right now, not anything super crazy. And then I'm going to go ahead and just swatch this for y'all real fast. So this is what the color looks like, as you can see. It is super not my shade. It's a very orange fit. So this is what our Spice blush looks like here. It's a very shimmery blush. It actually looks pretty. We're going to swatch it real fast. Oh, it's actually a really pretty blush. I'm going to use that same brush again. I just kind of like did a quick clean on it real fast. And we are going to use it for our blush. So we're just going to go in a couple times here. Tap it off. And then we're just going to go right here and just kind of nicely apply it. And I'm going to blend that out because that is pigmented AF, but that is such a pretty color. Do y'all see that? That's not a color that I normally go for. It's definitely a very pigmented blush, which is nice. All this stuff actually has really nice pigmentation, being from like the dollar store and everything. But everything seems to be working really nice. Everything seems to have like really good pigmentation so far. And we're going to go back in with that same brush that I used with the bronzer and blend this down a little bit as well, because mommy ain't trying to look like a clown today. I mean, let's be real, I'm more than likely just going to wash my face after this, but still. I do have to ask you guys, what do you think about all of these? That's so pretty actually when you blend it down like that. Look at that, guys. Gorgeous. I do have to ask you guys your opinion on all of these like crazy challenges and everything, like the dollar store challenge, or like the Target clearance challenge, you know, ones like that. Like, what do you guys think about these challenges? Like, what are your thoughts, what are your opinions on them? Are you kind of like over it? Are you like, yeah, it's fun? Like, what are you guys thinking? Okay, so this is what our base is looking like. I feel like this side needs to tone down a little bit more sometimes. Okay, I will admit to you guys, sometimes I can be really bad about blending my sides evenly. It's just something that I struggle with. I'm better with my left side than my right side. So, it just happens, you know? And that's okay. Alright. So next, so there's an eye primer. So that's why I kind of made sure to drag my foundation and everything up a little bit. So I've got 2 palettes for us to use here. I've got the LA Colors Trendy eyeshadow palette and the LA Colors Traditional eyeshadow palette. This is the Trendy. Get the tape off. Oh, I thought that chipped my nail polish. I was about to be so mad, y'all. So this is the Trendy palette there. We'll see how this goes. Okay. This is the traditional one here. This is what it looks like. This swap back and forth between these two. And I've got my eye brushes right here. I like to start, I don't really know what this one is from, but I've got this, it's super just like a dense brush that I like to start with for like whatever color I'm going to start in my crease. So I'm going to start with the traditional palette, I think, and I'm going to take this top color. Oh, I'm not in focus. This top color right here, this nudie one, and just put it like all over my lid. So let me grab my mirror. Shit. And we're kind of just gonna really put that all over the lid versus just like in the crease. It's kind of like how I like to start. I start with just taking like a really neutral color and putting it just all over the lid there. So I'm kind of just like patting and brushing it all over the lid. And I'm going to zoom you guys in a bit more. Hopefully it'll focus. Okay, so I'm going to take this bottom shade right here in the Trendy palette and we're going to put that all in the crease. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch to an e.l.f. crease brush. I'm just going to dip into that shade a few times, dust it off. These are so powdery. Alright, and then I'm just going to start, I'm going to hold the brush at the end so I have more control, and I'm going to start on the outside working in. I'm going to say where you guys can see. Right, yeah, no. Shit. Okay. I think you guys can see more now. So we're just kind of going to do it like that. We're just starting at the outer and just working our way front and back, and just blending. And I'm just going back and forth, just windshield wiper motions here. That actually has a really pretty color to it. It's just like a nice subtle, you guys can see there. I like broke my camera, or not my camera, but I think I broke my tripod. But that's what we've got so far. And I'm just going to kind of repeat on the other eye. So starting at the back, just going to blend back and forth, windshield wiper motions. I dip back into that color as well. Okay, so that's kind of like our base. So now, staying with the Trendy palette, we're going to take this bottom color here, and I'm going to put that in the crease as well. So I'm just going to dip into it a couple times, and I'm going to put that in the crease as well, and then I'm going to jump to the traditional palette and use it a little bit. I just kind of want to darken up our crease a little bit. And again, I always start like at the back and windshield wiper motions, make my way to the front there. So that's what our eye look looks like so far. My camera angle like fucked up real bad, y'all, I'm sorry. So that is what we've got so far. So I'm just going to dip back into that color again and go to this side here, and just windshield wiper motions. I want most of the color to transport to the back of the eye right here, and then slowly pull it forward. That's what we're doing. Alright, so that's what we've got so far. I'm going to switch over to our traditional palette here, and I'm going to take this more really pretty deeper purple right here at the end, and I'm going to switch. I'm not exactly sure what brand this is, but this brush is the VR-C-SO8 brush. It's just a really dense, small, like packer brush. And we're going to take that deeper outer, or that deeper purple right there, and we're going to put that just in the outer part of the eye, the outer V, just to kind of give this eye look a little bit more like dimension. So we're just gonna, and this is kind of just like how I do it, y'all, just easy, like that. These eyeshadows are actually really pigmented and blending really well, I do have to say. So we're really kind of just like placing it right there, and then I just turn the brush over and kind of use it to like blend everything as well, and I do pull it up a bit into the crease as well so that there's no weird lines or anything, and that it all kind of does just fade together really well. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye here, just popping it like that, and then kind of pulling it into the crease a bit and dragging it down and out, and into the crease a little bit. Dip back in once more. Okay, and this is what the eyes look like so far. And I think I'm going to go ahead and, sticking with the traditional palette, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this bottom like pinky shade right here, and I'll probably try to mix it with this top one maybe to create a color for our lid. And I'm going to be using this Sephora concealer brush that I got from a set a long time ago to try to do that with. So I'm going to start, I think, with that top really light shade that we were talking about, that I pointed out, and just, these have a lot of kick up, but I'm going to take that on the brush and just put it right along here, right along the inner part where we left. like that, just to kind of like lighten everything up a little bit. And I am dipping back in once more. These shadows do have a lot of kick up, I will say that. And I'm just going to apply this like twice, just to kind of get that really nice, pretty look there. And then we're going to take this color again, and we're going to work on the other eye. Make sure we're still recording. So I'm just popping that color all over again, the inner part of this lid. I do have to keep blowing a lot, and I do realize I also have to keep going back in a lot. This color isn't gonna, it's a very light, more like brightening color. It's very, very pretty, but it is very, very powdery, and I do have to keep dipping back into it quite a bit. But it's really, really pretty. These eyeshadows are actually performing a lot better than I expected them to. So we're just making sure that we get that all really good and even. Okay guys, so this is what, I know I need to clean that up a little bit. We got a little quick guys, so my camera angle messed up a little bit. So we have finished off the top part of our eye look here. I'm actually really impressed. Oh, my hair got a little crazy. I'm actually really impressed with these two eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to go ahead and just do some on the lower lash line now. And dipping into the traditional palette, I'm just going to take this darker purple that we had been using, and I'm going to take that same Sephora concealer brush and my handy dandy mirror here. Okay, so we're going to take that shade again, like I said, and we're just going to smudge that on the lower lash line using this Sephora concealer brush. Alright, ready? Here we go. So I'm just going to keep this super close and just do a pretty light smudge there. Hope you guys can see the sun has adjusted and shifted a little. So I hope the lighting is still good. As you can see, again, this is just a very light, just to off-play the top there. Alright, and then, so I think I'm just going to, sticking with the traditional palette, I'm going to take this white and see if we can use it to kind of help lighten up our inner corner of it. And it's just like a starky white, but what I'm going to do is put it down on the inner corner here, just so that it kind of makes a little bit of like a light reflect there. Beautiful. Perfect. And I am again just dipping in and building that up, and then going just right in the tear duct. And you guys see what I'm doing? Probably not. So again, I am just closing my eye and just lightly patting that along here, just so that it adds a little bit of brightness to the eyes. And then I did kind of get a little crazy on this one side, as you can see, so I'm going to quickly take a little bit of our foundation and try to kind of just clean that up a little bit. See if we can kind of clean that up a bit so that it doesn't look so crazy there. So again, I just took my Real Techniques sponge and a little bit of that foundation and just tapped it along to help that mess up that I had because I got a little crazy. And then what I'm going to do is go back in with that e.l.f. crease brush that we were using before, and I'm going to go back into that dark purple shade and just kind of make sure that everything looks alright, because there's a bit of a patch, as you can see right there. So we're kind of just going to very carefully brush this right like that, that way it doesn't look crazy, but that color is still there. There we go. Perfect fix. Okay. So now, while I have these eyeshadows out, they don't have brow products at the dollar store, so I am just going to try to use one of the shades from this palette and kind of do a little bit of something to my brows to take the traditional palette. This one seems to be the one that's working best or color-wise. I'm going to take that top brown shade right here and just a Wet n Wild little angled like eyeliner brush, and that's what we're going to try to use. Normally I use a brow pencil, but this is what we're going with today. So I'm just going to dip into that brown and see if we can just do a little something to the brows. Let's see here. I'm going to mix that light brown actually with this middle shade here. It's a little bit more of a darker brown. So we're kind of just going to mix the two and see how this works. So I'm just going to kind of not do anything crazy. Like I said, I normally do my brows, but I normally use like a brow pencil and everything. So we're kind of just going to do it like that. And I'll spolie them through in a minute. Just going to see if this color is actually gonna be good for us. I think it's gonna be pretty good. It's actually working really well. These eyeshadow palettes are impressing me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. They're actually working really good. So I'm again just kind of taking that through in just strokes. And I am dipping between those two brown shades. And I'm just doing it in light strokes. And then we're going to take my little Kiss eyebrow spoolie, and I'm just gonna kind of run it through a little bit there. I need to do my brows, you guys. I actually do my brows at home. It's been a few weeks and I need to do them again. But so this is what our brows look like. So you take this LA Colors Auto Eyeliner. It says it's smudge proof, and this is in the shade Black Brown. And see, this is what it looks like. Of course, it won't focus. Lightly run this over the top. So I'm just going to do very carefully, staying really close to the lash line. Here's what I'm doing. so funny how the first tutorial I do on my channel is the dollar store challenge. Like, isn't that so funny, guys? Okay. I'm like not showing you guys what I'm doing at all. Wow. What a beauty girl, huh? I suck. Okay, so I'm going to put this down so that you guys can see. I'm starting at the back. I'm just kind of gently doing like a little line there. And then I start at the front. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys can't hear that. My stomach is growling so bad. It's currently 5 o'clock. I like have an 8. And just me in the middle. Baby, just meet me in the middle. Does anybody else love that song? I know there's like people who love it, people who kind of like it, and then people who just like can't stand it and think it's so annoying. I love it. I think it's such a fun like head bop song. Okay, so there's our eye look and most of our face look. We're just going to pop on some mascara real quick. And for that I have the LA Colors Volume Mascara here. And it says it's a volumizing brush, and it's in the shade Rich Black. It also says it thickens lashes, so we'll see about that. Isn't it so cute and tiny though, guys? Oh my goodness, look at that, it's adorable. So it's the Hourglass Volume Mascara. Okay, so that is what the wand looks like there. And let's see. Oh, that was a big chunk right there, okay. I'm just kind of going in different motions here. Hi guys! Okay, so I know that this probably looks crazy. This is future me. When I was editing, I realized that at some point during the end of the video that my camera cut off, so I'm just going to pick up where it left off. I know I look a lot different, sorry about that. So where it cut off is I was finishing my mascara, and I was telling you guys that we were going to go into our lip product, and the lip product that I'd picked was the Wet n Wild lipstick in Breeze. And I did not pick a lip liner to do this just because I don't typically use lip liner. So I'm going to show you guys the lipstick real fast. The color right there. And then I'm going to apply it for you real fast. I still have the makeup on if you guys want. This could also be kind of like an update. It's been almost 4 hours since I filmed that video, and this is what the face looks like now. I've cooked dinner, I've just hung around the house. But so I'm just going to grab my iPhone real fast and use the camera to apply this for you guys, just so that you can see the finished look and everything, because I had it all filmed, but I guess my camera shut off. So we're just going to apply this real fast. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. This is a very pretty, I hope the lighting is okay for you guys also. Obviously it's like dark out now and everything, so the lighting has changed drastically, but here is what that color looks like. It's really pretty. It obviously doesn't match my eye look. It's a very like peachy, very shimmery color there. But when I was going to edit, I realized that my camera had cut off halfway, so I just thought that I would come and fix that real fast. So this is the finished look. Some of it's a few hours later, some of it has just been done. But no, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it. It was super fun to kind of do something out of my comfort zone and do a tutorial and a challenge at the same time as my welcome back video. And like I stated previously in the beginning of the video, I do want to kind of do a small video, not super long, explaining my absence and why I finally decided to come back. So look out for that soon. If you guys have any video ideas or suggestions that you want me to do, I have so many ideas that I plan on doing soon. Just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye!